Hello, it's 9 p.m. in RTD. It's time to English New Edition. For tonight's headlines, we have technical committee proceeding. For the international scene, coronavirus asymptomatic transmission speed unknown. Welcome to our newsroom. President Gele launches the work of technical committee for collaboration between Somalia and Somaliland. The Djibouti head of state, His Excellency Ismail Omar Gele, today Mondays at Campus Key Palace Hotel chaired the ceremony to launch the work of technical committee that are expected to establish mechanism for collaboration between Somalia and Somaliland in several areas as of common interest. The establishment of this technical committee is a result of talks resumed yesterday in Djibouti between Somalia and Somaliland in itself. Is a positive development in the willingness of the two parties to re-establish direct channels of communication and negotiations with a view to finding solutions to their differences. These bipartisan technical committee are a preliminary sign of victory over the traditional stalemate whereby the two parties each held their own positions opposing the demands of the other side to an absolute end. The mission of this technical committee is to develop modalities for cooperation between Somalia and Somaliland on a number of pragmatic areas of immediate benefit to the people of both sides, the economy and trade of free movement of goods and persons, independent access to humanitarian and international aid and support, an end to tensions in the management of airspace are immediately identified as areas of activity in which the technical committee established between the two parties must define practical modalities for cooperation. A major event, the launching of the work of technical committee between Somalia and Somaliland, brought together key political leaders from both sides. On the Somali side, President Mohamed Abdullahi Mohamed was accompanied by, among other, Prime Minister Ali Hassan Khaire and the Speaker of the National Assembly, Mohamed Mursal Abdul Rahman. On the Somaliland side, President Musa Bihi Abdi was accompanied by a large ministerial delegation and the President of Senate, Mr. Saliban Mohammed Aden. After the opening ceremony, the Technical Committee of Dialogue between Somalia and Somaliland began their work in the presence of the Djibouti Minister of Foreign Affairs of International Cooperation, Mahmoud Ali Yusuf. At the opening of the meetings of the Joint Technical Committee between Somalia and Somaliland this morning at Campus Key Hotel, the President of the Republic, Ismail Omar Gele, took the floor to recall that the meeting comes after the consultative summit between the leaders of Somalia and Somaliland. Listen to the head of state.
wadahadalkii shalay tore go'aankii ka soo baxay ayaan maanta halka daafur loogu sameynaya laba guddi oo guddi quraxda isku noqonaysa wadahadal daacad ah walaalnimo.
At the opening of the meeting of the Joint Technical Committee between Somalia and Somaliland this morning at the Kempeski Hotel, the President of the Republic, Mr. Ismail Omar Gelle, took the floor to recall that this meeting comes after the conciliative summit between the leaders of Somalia and Somaliland. The main objective of this meeting is to follow up the decisions taken during the conciliative summit. President Gelle expressed his wish to achieve a positive outcome of this joint technical meeting between the two parties for the sake of brotherhood, peace and happiness of the people of Somaliland. President Gelle said he was confident that the members of the technical community will work in confidence and harmony to find consensual solutions in order to iron out the differences in all matter. Finally, he affirmed his constant support to accompany this process in collaboration with the partners. The whole world is eagerly awaiting the results of the work of this joint technical community between Somalia and Somaliland, concluded the President of the Republic, Mr. Ismail Omar Gille.
For his part, the President of Somaliland, Musa Bihi Abdi, delivered a speech on the opening sessions of the Joint Technical Committee meeting. Listen to this report.
maanta halkan isku keenkeenay dhammaanteen mahadda labaad waxa leh madaxweynaha Jabuuti iyo shacabka Jabuuti iyo dalka Jabuuti oo soddonkii sannadood ee Soomaali burbursanayd inta la daba joogay caqli waxtar iyo ka harwaay.
For his part, the President of Somaliland, Musa Bihi Abdi, delivered a speech at the opening session of the Joint Technical Committee meeting, in which he thanked the President of the Republic for the efforts made for almost 3 decades by the Republic of Djibouti to bring peace and harmony among the Somali people. He stressed that this meeting is attracting the attention of all Somalis of all categories who are waiting for the results. He added what is required of the Joint Technical Committee is to find a solution to all outstanding issues and problems and to reach a common conscience. It is extremely important to tell the truth on the different issues and to stick to what is agreed, which is the interest of the entire Somali nation. We are ready to listen to the opinion of the other side, and we also ask our brothers to listen to our own point of view. President Bihi finally indicated that this meeting at ministerial level comes after yesterday's consultation summit, while underlining the great responsibility of the Joint Technical Committee to find a constitutional solution.
For his part, the President of Somalia, Mohamed Abdullahi Farmajo, in his statement expressed his thanks and gratitude to the President of the Republic, Ismail Omar Gelle, who had spared no effort to bring the Somali nations together and improve their conditions. Listen to the report.
waqti aan joogno aan halkan soo imaano anagoo caafimaad qabna oo rabnaa inaan ka hadalno inaan wada hadalno aan heshiino iyo ku dambaysaa.
For his part, the President of Somalia, Mr. Mohamed Abdullahi Farmajo, in his statement expressed his thanks and gratitude to the President of the Republic, Mr. Ismail Omar Gelle, who had spared no effort to bring the Somali nation together and improve their conditions. President Farmajo also thanked the President of Somaliland and the members of the delegation accompanying him, saying that they had taken a courageous decision to participate in this meeting. This technical meeting is an opportunity for us to discuss the strengthening of our brotherhood and joint actions, and we hope for fruitful results of this meeting, and the technical community will finalize its work successfully so that we can bring joy to all Somalis, President Farmajo added. The Somali president finally affirmed the need to face things for what they are, while underscoring that President Gelle attaches great importance to creating a prosperous future for the Somali community, urging the members of the Joint Technical Committee to make every effort to ensure the success of this meeting.
On the sidelines of the talks between Somalia and Somaliland held in the presidency under the leadership of its main leader, His Excellency Ismail Omar Gelle, a tree planting ceremony was held yesterday in the presidency. President Ismail Omar Gelle, as well as the leader of Somalia, Mohamed Abdullahi Farmajo, and the president of Somaliland, Musa Bihi, attended the planting of tree symbolizing peace in the Horn of Africa region. In addition to Djibouti leaders, Ethiopian Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed Ali also participated in the tree planting ceremony alongside the IGAD Executive Secretary and the representative of international partners, including the United States, European Union, and tree planting ceremony on the sidelines of the opening stock the leaders of Somalia and Somaliland yesterday. After participating in Djibouti presidency yesterday at the opening of sessions talks between the leader of Somalia and Somaliland, the Prime Minister of Ethiopia, Dr. Abiy Ahmed Ali, and his delegation left Djibouti early this morning for Ethiopia. Ethiopian Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed participated yesterday in Djibouti in the opening of talks between Somalia and Somaliland, organized under the leadership of Djiboutian Head of State, His Excellency Ismail Omar Gelle, in the presence of the partners. During his departure, the Ethiopian Prime Minister and his delegations were greeted at the Djibouti International Airport by the Minister of Foreign Affairs Mahmoud Ali Yusuf, accompanied by the Ambassador of Djibouti in Ethiopia, Mr. Mohammed Idris Farah. After participating in the Djibouti presidency yesterday at the opening session, the President of Somalia, Mohamed Abdullahi Farmajo, and his delegation left Djibouti early this morning for Mogadishu. Somalian President Mohamed Abdullahi Farmajo participated yesterday in Djibouti in the opening of the talks between Somalia and Somaliland, organized under the leadership of the Djiboutian Head of State, His Excellency Ismail Omar Gelle, in the presence of international partners. The Minister of National Education and Vocational Training, Mustafa Mohamed Mahmoud, and the Ambassador of Djibouti to France. For the Ambassador of France to the Republic of Djibouti, Anglais, signed on Monday, 15 June 2020, in the premises of the Minister of National Education and Vocational Training, a financing agreement for an amount of 36 million Djibouti francs aimed at supporting the training of teachers and in French, the promotion of books and reading. This funding from the French Ministries of Europe and Foreign Affairs from the Solidarity Fund for Innovative Projects accompanies the response of MENFOP to the fight against the COVID-19 pandemic and aims to help national education in Djibouti to cope with the current health crisis. Objectives pursued by the project is to contribute to the reinforcement of distance education and is part of a larger project of teacher training. The Minister of National Education Vocational Training said he was delighted to proceed with the signing of convention.
Financing agreement, beyond the collaboration that has always been fruitful, beyond a common language and cultural references. What unites us today are also common convictions. It was said that reading is the food of the mind, and in the history of the revelation of Quran's first word, when it was said to our Prophet, the word Iqra in Arabic, which means read or to read, seems to us all to be internally convinced of the interests and virtues of reading, but also as a pedagogue. We cannot deny that by straining the mediums of teaching and learning, we avoid the beaten track and take the side paths, thus facilitating access to all disciplinary knowledge, while of course undeniably enhancing the performance of our students and teachers. It is therefore in this sense that this project is promising and strategic for our education system, and also in line with the dynamics of the transformation of our school. It has already begun. Mr. Ambassador, dear friends, I am therefore delighted to be with you this morning to sign the conviction on the support of your country, France, for the promotion of books, but also of reading and for the support and training of teachers in the Republic of Djibouti.
For his part, the Ambassador Anglais made a point of recalling that this established convention takes into account the new stakes. Listen to him.
The conviction that we are going to sign today is part of a long-standing partnership, Minister, with your institution, which I hope, as I told you when I came to pay you my courtesy visit on my arrival in Djibouti, will be strengthened in the years to come. And the signing this morning, this first agreement under the Solidarity Fund for Partnership and United Projects bears witness to this. It obviously takes into account the new challenges created by the COVID-19 in full consistency with the action you have been taking since March. And I know how much the teachers and teaching staff, the administrative staff, the technical staff of your ministry have been mobilized to pursue its vocation and its essential mission. And this is an opportunity for me to offer you my warmest congratulations for this mobilization in the service of Djiboutian children and students. And I would also like to take this opportunity to extend my congratulations to the parents who had to accompany their children during the months of crisis in this particular situation. You know that France has always been at your side. We are doing so in a multilateral framework, thanks to the global partnership of our education, to which you know how extremely attentive President Macron is. We have mobilized so that this multilateral fund dedicated to education can benefit Djibouti. And I am pleased that a specific request for $5 million has been made to support the main FOP response to enable continuity of learning, to support the preparation and conduct of the return to school, and lastly, to strengthen the resilience of the education sector in face of crisis. So, in parallel with this material support, I hope that the French Embassy will be able to take specific actions in your sector under.
In the run-up to the festivity of 27 June, marking the proclamation of national independence of our young republic, the town hall of Djibouti had the exceptional privilege to receive in its premises the government represented by the Minister of Budget, Abdul Karim Aden Sher, and the Minister of Equipment Transport Musa Mohammed Ahmed, the Minister of Communication Radwan Abdullahi Bahdoun, finally the State Secretary for Youth Hassan Mohammed Kamil. This high-level meeting was also attended by senior officials of the public administration such as Director of OVD Sharmaki Ahmed, Director of ONIAD Mohammed Fouad. Also took part in this meeting the elected representatives of the districts, the presidents of the districts, and the wise men and women. As part of the smuggling fight, elements of the Dakhil Gendarmerie, in collaboration with elements of customs, intercept a large quantity of cat in Dakhil. Yesterday morning, a large number of checks were carried out by elements of the Gendarmerie and the regional customs officials of Dakhil, Mr. Umar Musa, who were faced with the arrest of breakage of baggage containers on board the smuggled cat from Ethiopia on their way back from the city. This lot of cat is composed of 3 kilos of cat and 7 contains 19 packs of cat, and to say a total of 350 kilogram of cat, and where all these cat were Coach fired the Director General of Customs and Indirect Duty, Guled Ahmed Yusuf, and the Prefect of Dakhil, Adendra Musa, expressed his warm congratulations to all the Customs and Gendarmerie officials for their cooperation and the success of this operation against smuggling. For the international scene, coronavirus asymptomatic transmission is the great unknown. Listen to Dini Musa.
The extent to which coronavirus is transmitted by people who are symptom-free remains a great unknown, said the World Health Organization scientist. Dr. Maria van Kerkhoff said Monday that it is very rare for asthmatic people to transmit the disease, but she now stressed that this observation was based on a relatively small body of studies. The evidence suggests that people with symptoms are the most infectious, but the disease can be transmitted before they develop. Although a proportion of people are positive without symptoms, it is not known how many of them will infect others. Dr. Van Kerkhoff said the evidence she referred to come from countries that have been conducted detailed contact tracing, reviewing service of injection.
This is it for the news. Thanks for watching us.